In my opinion, one of the most underutilized pieces of apparatus in a Pilates room is the jump board. So we know it to be able to do jumping in lying down, but today I'm going to take you through a series just really quick that you can get your heart rate going, get your bone density built up, and just have a little bit of fun through the moves. So I would suggest bringing your headrest all the way up and having a towel, because when we lie on our back and we are lengthening our legs away from us, that's a lot of load. So you want to be very supported in your upper body. I'm going to start today with a spring of about a 1.5. You choose what color that works for you. And then come and take a lie down onto your back. So just as we do with the footwork position, you want to make sure you're in the center of your carriage. Just checking the distance between the two sides is nice and even. We'll start with our legs all the way pressed out, and we're just going to do a little warm up for our ankles and our feet. So coming all the way back in, keeping the heels as much in contact as you can with the foot bar, and then pressing back to straight legs again. So as we do this movement, some of you will feel your heels need to come up because you have restriction at the back of the ankle, or maybe you have restriction at the front of the ankle. So if you need to, you can bring your feet up a little bit higher so that you can have a little bit more range available to you. However, you just go where you need to, and if the heels have to come off, that's fine. You're just going to put them on again as soon as you press away. Stay with your legs out long, push up onto the balls of the feet, and look at your toes. You want 10 toes equally spread out. As you come in, your heels stay elevated and then pressing out. So when we're jumping, we're going to be working through the ball of the foot to the heel and then back again onto the ball of the foot. So we're just stimulating the area, getting it prepared for what we're about to do. And then holding your position all the way out, lower your heels back down. We're going to start our jump today in a single leg. So bringing one knee up into the air. 5 is our number. Here we go. We lower ourselves down and then jump away, land toe to heel, and again toe to heel, and then off the big toe. I've already lost count. This is number 5. So as we come in on the next one, we're going to land on the other foot. 2. You may have to count as we do this. 3, focusing on this leg reaching out away from you. And then as you land, we're going to alternate your legs over. So landing on one and then landing on the other. So the form is really important as we do jumping, and we also want to make sure that we're not feeling stress in the upper part of your neck and shoulders. So we're going to go for one more to each side, because you know I'm not good at counting. And then holding your leg in as you press away, it's now going to go over the bar and then pull back in. So single leg again, 4 and 5, and then switch your legs. So over the bar and pull back. Now, alternating these movements or changing what we're doing can be very invigorating for your brain. So if it's struggling to keep up, don't worry. Switch sides, keep your leg over the bar and lift it up. And 3, and you'll start to hear my voice is changing because the cardiovascular side of my body is now working. Let's switch legs and over and up. So if your leg is not able to be in a straight line, don't worry. Use a bent knee, no problem. 2 more. Last one, and then land with both feet onto the bar and jump away with both legs. So as you're pressing away, you're still looking for that reaching of your toes in the direction of the foot bar, keeping in parallel. And now we're going to go into our little turnout position. So as you're jumping, make sure you don't push off with the strength of your quads too much. Make it a full body movement. Absorb and regenerate. Absorb and regenerate. From here, we're going to take it into a little cross of your ankles. 1, 2, and land. 1, 2, and land. See if you can keep the idea of switching which leg goes forward or above. Oh, I don't think I can right now and talk at the same time. And then one more time. And then wide position. Now your board might be wider than mine, so you just go to the width that feels comfortable for you. And 4, and 5. And then you're going to jump into a narrow frog, and then jump into a wide frog. And 2. And 3. Seems boring, but trust me, these leg muscles are going to work strong for you. 4 And then final one, in and out. We're going to land in the center parallel and then straighten your legs to finish. So we always want to finish with our legs in a nice straight position so that we can re-ground ourselves, see where our feet are at, and just get our breath back again. So from here, we're going to turn onto your side. I'm going to keep the same spring setting. So as you roll onto your side, this is why the head cushion and towel is so important, with the head rest lifted so that your head is in alignment with the rest of the spine. So standing with both feet onto the board, so you've got nice length through your waist. Tuck the bottom toe or the bottom knee under towards you, and let's go in and out. Now with this one, when you land, it's not as easy to keep your heel on the board, and that's okay. And just do what you can. 3, that was 4 actually, and 5 as we press away, a little lift and then return. So top leg up and down, 3 and 4 and 5. Let's jump with both feet landing on the board and pressing away. And again, you want to be light with your landing. You don't want to make lots and lots of noise. 1 more to go. And then we're going to alternate. Top leg lands, bottom leg lands. Top leg lands, and bottom leg lands. So the bottom hip is going to be quite under pressure to be balancing on. So if you ever feel you need some support, put a little cushion underneath the hip so that you're not feeling like you're squeezing onto that bursa. And then I've lost count, so we're going to say this is our last one, top and bottom, and then jump, land, and straighten the legs all the way out. Great, we're going to do that all on the other side. So just flipping yourself over and setting yourself up again. So making sure you're in good alignment. You don't want to feel like you're pushing backward into the shoulder pads. So you're right in the center of your 2 shoulder pads. Take a look down if you need to towards your feet to make sure everything is steady. And placement is good. And then from here, we're going to go into a single leg. So we're going to bend down, jump on the top leg for 5. 2. So still the same energy of the leg reaching in the direction of the bar. On the next 5, we raise the leg up. So when you're lifting the leg up, you're not trying to touch the ceiling. You're just giving it an extra little bit of love. 4. 5, landing on the double legs again, down and up. So making sure you're not sticking your bottom out or collapsing in your spine. 4 and 5, and then we're landing on alternating legs. So top leg and bottom leg. So just a little feeling like you're just moving from lily pad to lily pad, just bouncing on, or like you're a bee going from one flower to the next. And 4s. Yeah, my mind, I don't know. 1 more 5s. And then landing both feet on and stretching yourself back out. All right, from here, we'll bring ourselves up into sitting position. Now this is where I'm going to put my hair up because my clip would get in the way otherwise. And Bear would like to play with us. We're going to change our spring so we're down to a 3/4. You could do this on a 1 if you would like to. It does feel a little bit strong, and we're going to do some other things. So give it a go and make adjustments as you need to. We're going to be kneeling facing towards the foot bar now, or the jump board. You'll have your toes in a tuck position behind, and we're going to straighten you out so that your arms are nice and long. Your spine is nice and long. And then from there, we're just going to slowly bend into the elbows. Nose should clear the bar, and then pressing out again. So whenever we do these things, we want to find the setup. Can I do this without causing, the exerted effort that is required for when I jump, so that when you jump, you've got all the things working correctly for you. All right, so from here, we're going to start jumping out and in. So the challenge with jumping when you're on all fours like this is to not fall forward into the springs. So you'll notice and feel in your own body that there's a little kickback. Your bottom is going in a direction slightly towards your heels. From here, we add an arm circle around and forward. So if your spring is too strong, you're going to struggle to do that arm circle, unless you've got a stronger upper body than I'm giving you credit for. All right, from here, we're jumping away with a single arm. So one arm is behind your body, and the other one is absorbing and landing. This is a real challenge for me as I come in, so nothing has to be fast. Everything has to be precise. 4, this is my strong arm. 5, so can you imagine how we're going to go when we do the other side? Out and in. So I'm still looking at the function of how my arm is working. Wrist to elbow, elbow to shoulder, shoulder to rib cage, not getting my neck involved. 4, one more. 5, and then let's go into our alternating pattern. So we land on one, push away, land on the other, push away. So again, just being gentle with yourself. Give yourself a little bit of a smile if you need to get through it. I know I am. And make sure you've got your little sweat towel close by, because you're going to need it by now for sure. One more to each side. I'm glad that is done. All right, ending out nice and long. Keep your arms nice and long onto the board. We're just going to go into a little upper back lift, just making sure that you're not feeling crunched in your upper spine, and then lengthening out long. And again, coming up, feeling gentle pressure down on the top of the board as you lift your upper spine away. Just 3 more like that, nice and simple. Integrating those shoulders, feeling the arms sinking into the sockets, feeling the shoulder blades as they move on the rib cage. And we'll have one more time, just getting your breath back. We're about to go jumping in the opposite direction again, which means we want that stamina. So we need a little breather. So I'm going to change my spring tension now to 1. So whatever 1 means for you, whatever color that is. And we're going to take our hand position now low onto the carriage. So as we do that, we're going to put 1 foot onto the board. And as I do, I'm just going to wriggle my other knee back so that I am still in my quadruped alignment, which means my hands are under my shoulders and my knees are underneath my hips. Starting with your foot stretched out, toes are facing down. Have trust, it's going to happen. The board is still going to stay there. Bend and then stretch out and land. So keeping your form, making sure that as you jump again, it's because your leg is doing the movement and not because your arms are doing the movement. Last one. Now turn yourself into a turnout. So you've got your knee angling out to the side. That's going to put a lot of work onto the standing leg for you. 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. And then we'll land and lengthen long. Travel back in, switch your foot over. So holding your position out, check behind you that your foot is in line with your hip. We don't want this leg to go too high up. And then from here, we're going to go into the bend and stretch it away. 1. So the jump has not changed. We are still aiming the leg back behind us in the direction of the board. We are still focusing on the ankle, the knee, the hip, and all the toes. Switch the angle so you're in a turnout. So knees aiming to the side, doing your best to not dip into the side that you are balancing on. 4. Last time out, land, press, and return. All right, by now I hope you're sweating as much as I am. We're just going to change that spring back to the lighter spring, so your 3/4 spring. In most people, that's about a blue if you have it. And then just staying here, we're going to put a hand onto the bar. So palm is nice and flat. You're going to let the carriage go away, keep your feet grounded on the mat, and then stretch yourself over towards the board, and then bringing yourself back again. So with a flat palm, we're introducing a little bit of nerve stretch, and of course, we're getting our side body stretch as well. So jumping is an amazing thing to add towards your routine of workout. It's not your typical kind of Pilates workout or cardio exercise. That's not what Pilates is. But we can make it that if we wanted to, as long as your form is still there, as long as you're still working with all of the principles. Hold your position here, nice and gentle, hands to the shoulder pads, do a gentle turn and twist, and then coming out. We're going to do that on the opposite side. So again, making sure that you've got your feet grounded, your hand on the board, and press yourself out to straight. Moving further away, feeling the hips aiming to the head of the reformer and your fingers to the foot of the reformer, and back again. So when your arm is out in front of you, again, notice what your palm is feeling like, because our nerve stretch is coming down from our neck, under our collarbone, down the length of our arm into our hand. So good neural pathway. If it's too intense, take the palm away and could be on your fingertips or put the heel of the hand at the top of the board. You've got to make this work for you, right? Just because I say do something doesn't mean that's how you have to do it. Turn the two hands to face the shoulder pads and look in the direction of the head of the reformer, and then resting out. All right, let's see if our dog can jump. Yes, come on, let's go. Yes, you got the whole world watching you, Bear. Come on. Anyway, that is us for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it is something that you can just add into your routine every now and then. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and share. And remember to subscribe to the channel. I release a video every single week on just easy movement for anyone to be able to do wherever they are in the world and whatever apparatus you have at hand. Have a beautiful day, and I will catch you again soon. Bye.